Hey everybody, hang on just a second. No, Gideon, leave my cigar alone. Dang, Gideon loves cigars. So, there's times in your life where you want to smoke a cigar. Let me move this a little closer. That's better. Where you want to smoke a cigar because you just want to smoke a cigar. And then there are times when you've got a task that sucks. So during that task, you want to make it suck less. So what do? You smoke a cigar. I know I do. So you go in your humidor and you get your $30, $40 cigar where you taking your steel saw and it's my baby right there. Cutting down trees? No, why? Because you're not paying enough attention. You don't want to waste that money, but you still want to smoke a cigar. So what do? You go you buy stuff online or you go to a shop. You get the cheapest, crappiest cigars you can find. So you got something to smoke. No, I don't. I might have used to, but I don't know more. So I go look for a good cigar at a good price. It's not that distracting that I can just enjoy with what I'm doing. And if I have to sit it down or I have to relight it or if it gets stomped on or the chainsaw cuts it, believe me or not, it happens. I'm not out a ton of money. Let's face it, I ain't got a lot of money. I can't be wasting it. So, Duro States has got the Nica Rustica Adobe. I like to call it the $5 chuck. It's right in that price point. Easy to hold too. It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Brazilian binder, and Nicaraguan fillers. No, I don't have it memorized. I got notes. But I just got done. Storm came through. Helene. And tore up one of our trees. Trees the kids have climbed in and played on for a long time. And it's all tore up. And so while I was at work, the grandkids, Macy, Caden, Jackson, Amber, not Shepherd, he's too small. They were helping drag limbs, and Chief and Grammy, the first lady, and my Gracie and Channy Jade, right here tearing the thing up. But they left me some because they knew I'd be upset that I didn't get to help. And so they left me the stump. It was a big old stump. Joker was huge. Big old, like 6 trees done bound together. So it was a big old stump. So I pulled the truck in the backyard. Right, got the first lay sticker on there. Right, pulled the truck in the backyard. Got out my old logging chains. Come along, snatch blocks, you name it. Tighten it up real good. Got the steel saw out. Pulled on it real tight. Started chopping the roots out and just started pulling it out piece by piece. Now I got a hole. Just got to fill it in. That's what you do. I hate cutting a tree down to where it's just flush with the ground because it never's flush with the ground. And then you got that stump for 50 years and then you got to try and cut it up and chop it up and this and that. So Chief was smart enough to leave it alone. So I get a little leverage on it and snatch on it with the truck. When you know better, do better, right? I done been down this road before. So we don't cut it up. But just because I was doing hard work, just because I was doing rough work, just because I was doing outdoor work that would not be considered cigar leisure time does not mean that I can't put a cigar in my mouth and go at it. I can make sawdust and I can make tobacco smoke. The two go together very well. It's a great pairing. It is. It is. In the shop, working on construction, sawing up stuff in the yard, building a deck. Cigars fit every last time, at least for me. And this thing, see, the thing I like about this thing, price point. But I can find cheaper. Can't find much better at that price point. Because most times you get the cheap cigars if they taste good. If they taste good. They got one note. Why? Because it's you can't take Wagyu steak and make a McDonald's hamburger and sell it for $2.50. You can't. Materials cost too much. You can't take your best chef in the whole wide world, your 5-star Michelin chef, and have them flip burgers in a fast food joint because you got to charge a little bit of money. So there's a balance there. So a lot of manufacturers use their leftovers, their stuff that nobody bought, not the best tobacco. They roll it up. You know, that's good enough. Then Drew Estate comes along, one of the biggest purchasers of tobacco in the world, and said, hey, we got all this great tobacco that we're not using. Let's make some great cigars. Let's figure out how to make a price point where when Bob's on chainsaw, yeah, they thought about me. When Bob's on chainsaw, he can have a good smoke at a good price. But now, let's face it. Drew Estate did say, we want to make a good smoke at a good price for when you just want to add a cigar. Your cigar is the +1, right? It's not the reason why you're there. It's the reason why it's not so bad when you're there. And it's not a bad cigar. It's not. I like it. A little bit of minerality, a little bit of turned earth. A little bit of sawdust. Oh, wait, that's on my hands. Actually, it's salt shavings. That's always sharp. A little bit of grittiness. A little bit of oaky woodiness. Dries your mouth out like grape skins. Spicier finish. A solid cigar. And look at that burn. You can't fight that, can you? My scare line's tight and tiny. The ash looks good. You know, look at the band. They didn't spend a lot of money on the extra shiny stuff and the metal and the this and the that and all this and that. Who-da-day. They just one color print on one color paper. Why? Because you don't smoke the band, and they're doing something budget. So they can make you a gorgeous band and sell it and scrimp on the blend or the quality, or they could focus on quality and blend. They let the band be the band be the band. I mean, it's Adobe, Nica Rustica. What else do you need? This is not. You're not going out to an event with this cigar. If you are, that's fine. Maybe this is your favorite cigar. Some people say it is. It's good for me. I keep it in my rotation. It's always in my humidor so that when I work in the shop, when I smoke something, I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to set it down, pick it up, light it. Is it? So, let me comment. Tell me, if you would, the last project you did when you were smoking a cigar, or the last time your cigar was your +1, when you were doing something or something. Cigars weren't the focus, but you were smoking cigars. I'd like to know. I'm kind of interested. You got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. So I'll see you later. I love you. Later, Tater.